Hey, look, gravitation. Cannabis got to be from up north forest from Jamaica. No confirmation, dentist, no participation. Never see it in rotation in my conversation. No need for confrontation. This my observation. Gravitation with the observation. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong, man. Shout out to everybody out there. Welcome back to the channel. I know. Y'all probably getting tired of this whole, you feel me, with the whole Drake PDF situation. I get it. I hate recycling contact. Excuse me, not contact. Content as well. But at the same time, I like seeing other people, especially like Act. I haven't really heard him speak out on this situation. Him ranting a little bit, but I want to see how he feel when he sits down with Vlad. So right here, it just dropped like 2 hours ago, as you can see right here in the title. DJ Akademiks Kendrick calling Drake a PDF file could have Nipsey consequences. But anyways, get your drinks, get your smokes, get your eats. You feel me? You already know how we do this thing, man. Let's go ahead and get into this thing together. Let's go.
Well, it's been a year since the Drake and Kendrick battle.
Yeah.
People are talking about it quite a bit. You had some interesting statements recently.
Yeah.
You said if Nipsey died because he disrespected someone for calling them a snitch, what should Drake do to Kendrick for disrespecting him by lying about him being a pedophile?
Yeah, so that wasn't verbatim my words, but I explained. I was watching this interview or debate with two dudes I really don't.
Nothing at all before he even start what he's about to say. And I'm glad that this battle that took place with Joey, you feel me, with Joey Badass, Daylight, you feel me? I'm gonna say just the West because that's what we've been saying. I know people like to say he got jumped, whatever it was, bro, was just good for hip hop, bro. I really don't look at it as no wins or losses. Y'all could say Joey won, y'all could say he was holding his own, whatever. I don't even really care because, like I said, it was a sport thing. But anyways, bro, they've been talking about Joey getting plugged by Diddy all through this thing, bro. If that ain't gonna mess up your reputation, I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, no, it's a battle. Ain't nobody made no tweets. Ain't nobody did that, bro. It's a battle. Anything goes, bro. If not, just step out the ring. But let me go ahead and hear this explanation. Like I said, if he's going on the interviews and he doing documentaries, that makes sense, bro. I totally understand that. If he on the radio, I get that. But it's a battle, bro.
Don't like. One is Millie Mall and the other dude is DJ Head. DJ Head calls himself that he's damn near quasi in Kendrick's camp. And they were having
he's a DJ for TD, right?
Yeah. So they were having this conversation about whether it's disrespectful to blatantly.
Hey, Act matters about. He mad about that because he said he's DJ for TD, right? Okay, so he kind of had a. You haven't did no DJing for OVO, huh?
Put a title on someone saying they're a pedophile, and for him, when asked the question if he thought Drake was a pedophile, he was really elusive and basically was almost saying, "Well, you know." This isn't that, you know, it's not that crazy that Kendrick did that. And really, I think that guy's just a dick sucker. Like, he just wouldn't admit that in the world, if I called you a murderer, you'd probably not do anything. Or maybe you just like, maybe you check me. If I call you a rapist or a snitch, especially in urban cities, you're probably going to try to really fuck me up. These are just terms that and labels that jackets that nobody wears.
Why do y'all keep changing this? How did you go from rapist and a snitch? A pedophile is not a fucking rapist, bro. Excuse my language. Am I able to? I'm probably two. Okay, yeah, I'm 2 minutes in. Yeah, bro. Those are y'all like to move the goalposts, bro. And I'm going to keep standing on this whenever I talk about this situation. I'm not saying it's better, but at the same time, that's two totally different things, bro. Two totally different things. It's a difference between attempted murder and murder. Stop moving the goalposts. That's the problem, bro.
And I use the point of Nipsey. You see, a lot of people have changed that narrative because, and I think they've been trying to act like there's some other conspiracy. No, Nipsey Hussle passed away because, and I'm going only what I heard from prosecutors. This is how prosecutors convicted this guy. Nipsey Hussle tried to check a man and accused him of cooperating, snitching.
Correct.
Wait, stop. You're not going to accept that ridiculous offer for your car accident, are you? What do you mean? The insurance company?
That man felt that offended by that label. He doubled back and he killed Nipsey.
Yeah.
That's just what happened. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people love Nipsey. Nipsey's legacy is very well respected. But if you ask people who come from inner cities and these hoods and all these gangsters, a lot of people say, that's kind of, if you disrespect a nigga who's a snitch, you're supposed to handle it right there. They know the ramifications of calling somebody a snitch.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially like in prison.
Yes,
it is universally accepted that potentially could be a death sentence.
Yes. So
in the prison, now the street and the prisons are the same, but there are some relations.
That's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
So a lot of people know when you use certain phrases or you say certain things to certain people, that could result in death. And it clearly did in Nipsey's case.
Yes.
So that's when I brought up the Kendrick situation with Drake. Because there were people who were trying to say, yo, Act, you be having top 5 on your stream. And when top 5's on your stream, you be helping to instigate something that might turn violent. And the violence might be someone getting harmed, or maybe Kendrick gets harmed, and you're the one instigating it. And I've always liked to check every single person. After I just told you the story about Nipsey, I'm not telling you what's right or what's wrong. But I need everybody to accept that when Kendrick got in that booth and decided to rap about Drake being a pedophile, he accepted that there might be consequences.
Right.
And those consequences would be because of his own words. You don't know if Drake got a homie who's down a crash out, or if Baco, who's now, I think his life got to be, every time he probably changes his name when he meet new people these days. Because he's like, yo, what's up, my name Baca? Wait, you the one with the weird...
Act, stop it. Stop it, Act. Stop.
case. So like, you done fucked up his life. These people or somebody close to them, and this is how rap beef goes. This is how rap beef goes. I am cognizant of that because when I talk shit about people, I know somebody else that might be cool with them might not just be like, oh, I'm about to respond online. I might siak about it.
Right.
So I said, you can't blame anybody. And I've said this, and I still say this. If one of these guys were to die, it's not out of the context of this battle. Niggas have died for less.
Well, I mean, Drake's house got shot up.
Yes.
His bodyguard got hit.
Yeah, and not saying it had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Vlad, stop saying that, bro. That just because it was in the midst of the battle, it had nothing to do with that, bro. I can almost guarantee you. It had nothing. A matter of fact, I know it had nothing to do with that, bro. And I'm glad that salute to Act for that, keeping it a buck. Because, Vlad, you've been throwing that in there for like a whole year now, bro. And I'm like, Vlad, you doing all this research. You mean to tell me you still ain't figured out what happened? How I know what happened? You BS. Come on, bro.
Particularly, but there's
the timing of it makes everyone assume it has something beef related. Maybe it wasn't Kendrick, maybe something to do with The Weeknd or some of the other people he took shots at.
There's a sanitized view of this because the biggest song in the world is still celebrating calling out a pedophile or a supposed one.
Right. At the Super Bowl, no less.
So there's a sanitized version of this where everybody dances and parties, but no one gets hurt. That's not how it usually goes. And every time when I bring it up, and I even said, if Drake saw Kendrick and Drake didn't step to him, I would think Drake's pussy. Let's be honest.
Well, I don't think that.
Well, they wouldn't see each other. I know they wouldn't see each other.
There's no way that those two could possibly be face to face.
No,
unless they both said there is an arranged meeting. Hold on. Everyone get out of our way.
Wait, Vlad. That's not the point. What I'm trying to say. If Mr. Beast made his biggest YouTube video saying Vlad is a pedophile,
yeah,
and you see Mr. Beast when you're catching a fucking Uber and you see him across the street, you're not stepping to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on him.
Exactly. That's the point I'm trying to say.
Right, but what I'm saying is,
no, yeah, not. Yeah, like no, you. But... I'm gonna jump on them. All right, bro. You niggas care about money way too much to. Yeah, I'm gonna jump on them. No, you not. No, you're not. You're gonna get your lawyers involved. Hey, we need to take that down, and we're gonna take action. It's not. I'm gonna jump on them. This way, I even act, bro. Y'all get behind it. This, bro, money make you feel like that, bro? Damn, I didn't know money make you just switch up and change that. We've been following you after all these years, and all of a sudden y'all missed the get back, like. And what you talking about, Act, my nigga, it's not. Even if it put it like this, bro, like you said, right? We go through. Punch explained this the best way, bro. We go through shit way deeper. This ain't nothing. It's a rap battle. Once again, bro, a rap battle. It's not no beef. Like that, ain't nobody die for me, the camp. Now, if somebody die for me, I can see you talking like this. No lie. I can see you talking like this, Act. If somebody died from their camp, if somebody passed away, I could be like, okay, I see where you coming from, Act. But besides that, no, nobody's tripping. You think, let's flip it. You think when Kendrick see Drake, right? Even if the roles were reversed, that is not finna try to take off on if the whole world was cheering that he's a white beater or his kid's not his or whatever the bullshit that you feel me? Because you heard Mr. Morale, pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist. You a scamp. My fault, bro. But yeah, bro, like it's a battle, homie. I gotta keep I gotta keep reiterating this, bro. It's a battle.
I know they'll never meet.
No. Here's the thing, though, right? This goes back to a very old saying in hip hop.
Yeah,
I forgot who said this. It was in an interview someplace, but someone said, "I really wonder if these rappers would be dissing each other if they actually had to fight themselves when they ran into each other." So the understanding is everyone talks and everyone takes these shots, but everyone's protected by entourages and security. When is the last time a rapper actually got into a fist fight with someone they're actually beefing with? It almost never happens. So when was the last time? Serious question. When was the last time two rappers are beefing, ran into each other, and the two of them start fighting with each other?
It's been a while.
I don't remember the last time.
Vlad, here's my whole thing.
Everyone's insulated. That's all I'm saying.
My whole thing is about the sanitization of some shit that historically and just normally always goes left once you get to that point. I'm consistent. This ain't only with Kendrick and Drake. I said when Nicki Minaj said that about Shorty's mom, if Shorty was thinking like I'm knocking her head off, that's what comes. Let me tell you this.
Are you talking about Megan?
Yes. My thought is this. Certain shit when it comes out of your mouth, you can say whatever you want. But that comes with the implicit understanding that other person might want to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
When you say you're smoking on his dead homie, you should.
So is that why you don't be out like that then? Because it seemed like you kind of, in a way, you kind of like confess it. You feel me? Like it's a hidden message. You basically telling us like, bro, that's why I don't be outside. And I'm not even trying to troll you or be disrespectful. You feel me? I'm just keeping it a bean, bro, because you feel me? You reckless at the mouth. Very reckless at the mouth. So by you saying this, I'm really trying to figure out. It's like you kind of like telling on yourself in the sense of, yeah, you just understand the consequences. Matter of fact, bro, you're not even in no battle. You're not in no comedic battle. You ain't in none of that. Once again, it's a battle. The Nipsey situation, you can't even compare because that's literally some street. That two is not the same, bro. Two is not the same. If Nip, now I don't know who. I can't say this about Eric Holder because of that I don't know. You feel me? I don't know. And how the way he probably was a high head. But I think if they was going back and forth and that word got thrown around or whatever the case may be, I highly doubt it would have been a situation like that. But since it was really on some street, like it was really on some street business, that's why the situation got handled how it got handled. You feel me? Not even really want to speak on that subject, bro. Rest in peace to Nip, but let's keep going, bro.
Understand when you see him, if he shoot you, yeah, he's gonna go to jail. But that's probably one of the reasons the nigga would kill you. You're smoking on his homie. That's how it works. You don't get to run around and be like, yeah, I'm smoking on your dead man's. Fuck him. I'm gonna piss on his grave, and he sees you, and it's just a no. So that's the whole point.
Imagine if Kanye runs into Virgil's wife.
Shit, it should be violence too. Should be. I'm serious. Like, and again, all I was saying is that while we have this sanitized view of how this battle is,
how do you encourage violence when you don't get into violence yourself? I don't understand that. That's crazy. You're encouraging violence, but you don't get into violence your damn self. When the last time you had a fight? The last time, matter of fact, I seen that you get in somebody's face yelling was a shorty. And you was letting her know, I make the bread around here, nigga. It's because of Big Act. I ain't never seen you get into it with no dude. So how are you encouraging violence if you don't get down your damn self? That's what we mean, bro. That's what we mean by watch the party die. This whole interview, I feel like you just gassing Drake up right now, bro, and his team. Putting stuff in their head. Hey, yeah, bro, what about Baca, bro? You feel me? Now he got to walk around and be... Niggas probably didn't forgot about that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Ain't nobody even worried about that, but you pumping their head up, not knowing where their head is at, you feel me, mentally. Yeah, we got to do something. We got to retaliate. That's the cool part of it. We got to retaliate on some shit that ain't nothing even cracked off. You knew what the hell they knew what the hell they was getting themselves into. And if you speaking like that, bro, trust me, Dot ain't slipping, bro. He not slacking. I know he not slacking. And I'm not just saying it like, you feel me, like he just God almighty that he can't get caught slipping. I'm not saying that, but bro, you see how he's moving. You see how he's moving. Matter of fact, because you don't see how he's moving, if that makes sense. He move a certain way, just like, bro, they move a certain way. It's not even that deep. But how you pumping this shit up right now?
We should be very still leery, because it don't matter if it happened now or 5 years or whatever, that some shit could happen. Some shit could happen. And I only use the Nipsey analogy to say that's an example of someone, of the extremity of when someone doesn't like a jacket that was put on them that they disagree with, and they're down to do something about it.
What if you can create?
I mean, man, y'all let me know in the comments below, man. If that's the case, bro, that's what anybody. That ain't got to be no damn. That ain't got to be nothing, bro. That's what. That could be somebody on Twitter, bro, talking. Somebody on IG that you going back and forth with. You don't need to. It don't have. The world don't have to engage and be chanting it on before you feel like, wait, bro, are you serious? So if that's what you're trying to say, like I say, once again, you just encouraging stuff, bro. Like, you don't really want to see that happen. Or maybe you do. You don't give a fuck. As long as the views go up, right? Money, liquor, and views, that's all that matters, huh? But I'm gravitating with the observation. I'm not saying it right. I'm not saying it wrong. Hit that like button for me, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button and put this in the algorithm for me, bro. This video needs to get seen. Gravity.